WTOL 11 Sports presents Big Board Friday, sponsored by Ohio Northern University. The best discoveries come from the unexpected. And by Charlie's Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Doing it different, doing it right. By Frickers, the home for fun, food, sports, and spirits. By Absolute Mobile Glass. Nobody does it better. Nobody does it faster. Absolutely. And by Renewal by Anderson. Anderson Window Muscle. Local 419 Hustle. Now, here's Tyler Segerman.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into the playoffs. Big Board Friday postseason edition, sponsored by Ohio Northern University. Pleased to have you along with me. Wipe the regular season records clean. We are now officially in win or go home mode as every team playing tonight began its quest at a run toward Dayton. We begin our show tonight in Division 3 with a 5 versus 4 matchup in Sylvania. Defiance out of the Western Buckeye League, 16-6 coming into Friday, while Southview, co-champs of the NLL Cardinal Division. What a game this would turn out to be. Final home game of the season for these Cougars, aiming for a rebound after seeing their 11-game win streak snapped last week. We picked this one up in the second quarter. Southview with a short lead, looking to extend it here. Damian Clay not afraid to shoot. He drains the corner three plus the whistle as well. Slow quarter for both teams in the third, but Defiance picking it up here. Jackson Becker there at the buzzer to keep Defiance in this game. And then in the fourth quarter we go. Josiah Slaughter helping close the gap with a triple himself. One possession game, Cougars needing a bucket, and they go to Adam LaPlaw on the outside, cashing in from distance. That helps Cougars. He got the foul there as well. That helps the Cougars hold off Defiance and advance to the district round. They get to win 46-41. Noel Blumel with more from Sylvania.
Tyler, you might think the way Southview ended the regular season last Friday would have stuck for some time. I mean, their loss snapped an 11-game win streak and made them settle for a share of the league title. But as the team told me tonight, that was then, this is now. And in fact, they used last week to get in the right mindset to survive and advance heading into playoffs. And that's exactly what they did tonight over Defiance.
We just had a little mental lapse. We lost a little bit of focus on what got us to where we were on that 10 or 11 game winning streak, and we lost a little bit of focus. It was good for us to take that loss at that time because it gave us a chance to refocus and practice.
We flushed it, that was a regular season game. Now we're in the playoffs, so we continue to stay focused and we stay on the right path ahead.
Just live or die. It's, tournament time, so you're either win or go home. So all week we just wanted to win and we got it done.
Southview will now face Wapakoneta in the district semifinal next Thursday at Liberty Benton High School. That game's set for a 6 p.m. tip-off. But for now, reporting from Southview High School, Noel Blumel, WTOL 11.
Appreciate it, Noel. Bottom of the bracket sees North Central Catholic back in action. The Irish #1 seed in this district hosting Fremont Ross tonight. It'll be Central with the lead at the break. Adding to it here, Matty Johnson quickly firing ahead to Dre Wardrop at the other end. 26 on the night for him to lead all scorers. Fremont trying to stay in this one. Dylan McDonald, he's cut off, but eventually finds Mason England open atop, and he'll let that 3-ball fly to keep the Little Giants within striking distance. But Central can come at you fast. Exhibit A here, Johnson on the other end. Boom. Central goes on to win with ease, 72-49. Sticking with Division 3, but in a different district bracket, the Clay Eagles, fresh off its co-NLL title, matching up with Sandusky this evening. Early moments of the game, Clay with the ball and Aiden Berryman ready to shoot. Catch and shoot is the man to give Clay that early bucket. And then later, Sandusky, Kymir Hunter inside the big man. Hesitation, hoop, and the harm. Sandusky led at the break, but here come the Eagles in the second half. Rebound, outlet pass up ahead to Max Morrison, who needs just 2 steps to lay that bucket in. Great game for him. And Clay outscoring Sandusky 22-9 in the third quarter. That helps them propel to a win 50-46. Chase Bachman with more from Oregon.
Tyler, in the first half, it looked like Sandusky was going to win by a few possessions, but something changed in the second half. The shots started falling for Clay, and the defense clamped down when it mattered, and so the Eagles come away with a sectional final win, 50-46, the final score.
We said toughness is over adversity all the time, but that showed us a little bit of adversity, but we're tough. We're the toughest team. So we just make some shots, didn't get our heads spun around, and just finish the game. Man, it was a little slow to start out with, but man, we settled in and we moved to move the ball around, kicked it to open guys, and it was barbecue chicken from there.
They kind of adjusted to the physicality. They were extremely physical, very athletic team, and we play well at home. My guys keep fighting. We practice kind of that way. We have hard practices, and it kind of paid off for us. It's awesome for us. I mean, we've had a great year. We got great seniors, great community. Hasn't been done in a while. First time since I've been here. So we just gonna try to keep it rolling.
The Eagles move on to the district semifinal. They'll play Mansfield Senior Thursday. Tyler?
Thank you, Chase. In a little battle in Holland, Springfield and Bowling Green meeting for the third time in this season. Blue Devils won both previous affairs, but Bowling Green having none of that. Kipton Shank there inside for the easy bucket. Coast game all night long between these two. Springfield answering back. Cam Jackson with a strong drive. Left-hand finish plus the foul. Back and forth we go. Like I mentioned, Antoine Lawrence here going to drive to the basket. He'll get that to fall with the nice little floater off glass. And then Lawrence again, this time going to back it up some. He can shoot the rock as well, showcasing his distance. And Bowling Green avenges their 2 regular season defeats. They eliminate Springfield in a thriller 57-56. Our Big Board Friday Home Court Challenge has reached the final round. Top 2 seeds entering the bracket, advancing all the way through to the end thanks to continuous support. Old Fort and Lakota will go head-to-head and determine who has the best high school gym in the area. Because the title is on the line, we are extending the voting period to 2 weeks. That means the winner will be announced on March 13th. So be sure to get your selections in. Go to our sports section on our website to vote. And appreciate everyone who has participated. Keep it up. Well, it's now time for our first break in the action, but don't worry, plenty more to highlight, including a check-in on the only undefeated team left in the Toledo area. But first, some scores from around Northwest Ohio. Welcome back. Finishing the regular season with a perfect record is certainly worthy of applause, no doubt about it. And while the Genoa Comets are proud of that accomplishment, their goal has always been state. And if you go back to the 2018-2019 team, they too enter the playoffs unbeaten, but never made it out of regionals. History, this team does not plan to repeat. Genoa beginning its quest toward Dayton with one last home game inside the electric impact zone. Comets in control heading into the fourth. Ryan Routson lighted up this triple and connecting. Then the senior going to show off the hustle, saving the ball from going out of bounds, and it pays off as Walter Plants rewards his classmate with a score. Now looking to put on the finishing touches. 2-man game leaves the Jacob Wooler wide open underneath. High percentage there. And then check out this sequence. Plants spinning and winning above the rim. He led all scorers tonight with 16, but he's not done because on the other end, he adds a monster block to the stat sheet. Boom! Genoa advances with authority and will face Liberty Center next week in the district semis. Staying in Division 5, Eastwood building momentum, seeking to extend its season-long 4-game win streak. Some young fans in attendance as well. They'd witness a strong start for the Eagles, already up 9 when Braden Luthart adds to that with his floater. 11-0 run right out of the gates. And then Cam Shoemaker going to work inside, hesitation, draws the foul, and then rolls in as well. Eastwood keeping their foot on the pedal of a miss here. It's Luthart coming racing in. He'll add 2 more to his night. Huron needs a timeout, down 16. Inbounds play, yeah, that's working as well. Logan Mismer there using the glass, but the Eagles end up falling tonight in a heartbreaker 68-64. And at the bottom of that bracket, Ottawa Hills tipping off its playoff run at home. Tonight, the Green Bears taking on Bluffton, and it would be the home team with the rock early. Great look here to a cutting Colin Gruber, who can't get it to go, but persistence paying off, goes up and gets the put back to fall. And then later in transition, Ty Anderson going to find Gabe Grimm. The junior going to fire from deep, and boom, that splashes home for 3. Tight game at that point, and then more from the Bears. Cole Coy muscling his way down the baseline. Eventually gets the lay-in to go for all that hesitation. Ottawa Hills, though, would fall and have their season come to an end 64-37. Jumping into Division 6, the top-seeded Hawks from Maumee Valley eager for another deep postseason run, and they would get going early and often. Say Robinson doesn't find anyone, so he's going to match his jersey number with the triple, splashing home that. And then Woodmore continuing to fight. Carson Slate's here firing from deep. That falls through as well. Wildcats hanging tough, but Maumee Valley, they are a juggernaut here. Strahinja Sijakovic driving, hoop and the harm for him. And then later, Caden Rodella. Yes, let's add to the barrage. Boom, more points for the Hawks, and they would win by 30 tonight to advance to the districts next week.
Well, coming up next here on Big Board Friday, it's a battle between the NWOAL and the SBCS sectional final in Gibsonburg between Evergreen and the Golden Bears. We'll have highlights and more coming up next. But first, take a look at your area scores.
Welcome back to Big Board Friday!
Not sure what those guys are dressed up as, but appreciate the hospitality and the shout out nonetheless. Welcome back. Speaking of Gibsonburg, what a season the Golden Bears have put together. SBC River champions and a win streak that spanned over 2 months, all culminating into a 19-3 record, the program's best mark since 2014-2015, more than a decade ago. Of course, that milestone would be somewhat diminished if they didn't go on a playoff run, so Evergreen looking to play spoiler on the road, while Gibsonburg looking to jumpstart their postseason quest. Well, good start for the home team. Loose ball here eventually ends up in the hands of Reese Walby, who cleans up the glass there for the transition bucket. Vikings not making things easy, though. Troy Mann's there inside. He'll find Quentin Easel there for the bunny. Check out this special moment. Early fourth quarter, Walby lining up for three, cashes that home, but then quickly turns to his mother in the stands. Why? Well, he just eclipsed 1,000 career points. What a moment there for the senior and that family. And then later, the team taking care of business. Chewy Rodriguez there, getting the nice little baseline layup. Gibsonburg hangs on to win the sectional title over Evergreen 68-60. Steve Iwanek with more.
A lot of big moments throughout the course of this one here tonight, Tyler, from big threes in the second half, including one that clinched a 1,000-point mark for one junior for the Golden Bears. Helped Gibsonburg pull away from a pesky Evergreen team, winning this sectional final 68-60.
We want to play in front of good crowds, and if you're playing in front of good crowds, obviously good things are happening for you. So to do it in front of these fans, for these kids was, I don't have words, man. These kids deserve it 100%. But they kept making a run, they kept running at us hard, and our kids stay in the fight. We told them if they just battled through it, we knew they'd be tired, but if they battled through it, it'd all be worth it in the end. And yeah, we stayed with it, and it was absolutely worth it. So
I've always had the goal to get 1,000 points, to get my name up on the wall. And just doing it in that moment, I think it gave us the momentum we needed to finish the game, and that kind of took us to the finish line.
So the Golden Bears, our sectional champions, are heading on to the district semifinal round. We'll be taking on Maumee Valley Country Day on Wednesday night. Here in Gibsonburg, Steve Iwanek, WTOL 11.
Thank you, Stephen. Also in D6, Toledo Christian at Lakota, 5 versus 6 matchup to determine a sectional champ. First quarter we go, Eagles swinging it around the perimeter. Eventually ends up in the hands of Josiah Winkler. He'll bury the tray with the help from the roll and rim there. And then later on, other end, Raiders with it. Grady Oderbacker going to keep it alive. Eventually finds Gabe Baddock there for the triple. He matches as well on the other side. This one would be a great game. Overtime needed, but it would be Toledo Christian nabbing the win 56-55 to advance. Well, that's going to do it for another edition of Big Board Friday. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thank you again for obviously staying with us all season long. One more show next week. That'll be our final show of the season, so obviously bittersweet time, but we'll have more playoff coverage next Friday. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time on Big Board Friday.